up, guys? Welcome to another video. In today's video, I want to discuss the Frost Mage from a PvE perspective. Now, the Frost Mage has had a little bit of reworking, a little bit of revamping, but like the Mage class overall, also a little bit of simplification. Now, the main things that we want to go over here are the talents, glyphs, and then as you'll see behind me in the footage, I'm really testing out those level 100 talents. Now, by far, my favorite talent is Comet. The Frozen Comet level 100, the graphic is amazing on it. It looks superb. It is really good. Now, as far as the other talents and glyphs go, real quick, let's go over some talents. Obviously Ice Barrier, I really like this. Ice Flows, again, Frost really benefits from Ice Flows because now you can cast that filler spell all the time, really work on getting your Ice Shards up for your Mastery procs, all that stuff. It's just really nice to have that Frost Bolt ability. And now that Frostfire Bolt has a cast time when you get the Brain Freeze proc. Remember that you are going to have to cast that. So being able to cast that on the move is, again, very beneficial to keeping that DPS nice and high. Again, Ice Barrier, I just like it in every situation. Yes, it costs you a global cooldown, but it's awesome. There's not a better spell in the game when it comes to mitigation as far as damage and absorption. I just love it. It really negates so much damage. I think it's absolutely key in any PvE environment. So, let's get into the main meaty talent here, which is your dot choice. So, Unstable Magic, again, I'm a little concerned about Unstable Magic because of the movement, okay? As soon as you need to move, this is a great time to be able to refresh your dot, to be able to do these things, and Ice Flows only has 3 charges. So having Frost Orb, Frost Bomb is, again, very nice. I just like it, especially with the way that it works with Ice Lance. Get that fresh Frost Bomb down and then start Ice Lancing all the targets. Watch it explode to everything around it. Now, it obviously has been nerfed quite a bit, but it's really nice. The freeze ability, where you get 2 charges of it, again, it replaces your Frost Nova. And again, I just don't find the damage to be sufficient to really cover the amount of that extra ticking damage, having that extra spell that you can cast, especially because you don't always want to freeze the target, and having to do that with your other spell really kind of makes it a very finicky ability. I'm kind of curious if that's not going to be reworked here before release, but that's just my thoughts. As far as glyphs go, again, really up to you with Frost. I really like, obviously Ice Lance, so you can get that extra damage going out. The Frostfire is okay. I like the, Icy Veins as well. There's a couple of different combinations that you can really use here that are nice. And as far as minor glyphs, obviously Momentum's always really good. But then having a big, oversized Waterlord, to me, is awesome. To have that big, massive pet rolling around, I just think it looks really cool. So I tend to use those as well. So keep that in mind though when you go through those. Now, as far as the Frost Mage kind of general guidelines, guys, while we're taking a look at this, again, like I said in my Arcane and my Fire video, Prismatic Crystal, it just doesn't seem like it's worth it right now. You're really going to have to extend the timing of that. I think it's going to have to be up for a little bit longer in order to really see the benefit out that compared to some of the other talents. Now, it's really up to you how you want to use it, but again, this is just my thinking behind it. So take a look at the level 100 talents, take a look at the rest of this footage. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below of what you guys think of the Frost Mage right now. Obviously, for leveling, like we always know, Frost leveling seems to be really good. You get good control, good CC, you get that pet freeze for those free Ice Lance procs. And there's just a lot of things that you can do to really make leveling easy as Frost. I think it's honestly the best leveling spec for a Mage is Frost right now. Fire would be second, and then Arcane being third. Now, Arcane is a ton of fun, and I'm going to do a video on that again shortly. But as you guys can see with some of the DPS and some of the numbers, Frost is very proc-centric, and if you go through those huge drought times, it just is really lackluster. You find it to be very boring. However, when you do start to get a lot of procs, then the decision making starts to come in. Remember, with the Draenor perks, you can get that extra Ice Lance, the extra Fingers of Frost proc, which again, very useful. You'd be amazed at how many procs you were missing before when you only could have 2. Now that you have 3, it's like, wow, I'm getting a lot more of these than I thought I was. So keep that in mind as well. Play around with it a little bit. But as far as the level 100 Frost Mage is concerned, I really think Frost is going to see its peak at leveling and maybe that first expansion or that first raid tier, and then as that gear goes up and up and up, I really think you're going to see Arcane and Fire take over. And I'm going to do a video again about the Mage specs and how I feel about them very, very soon. So let me know what you guys think about Frost, if you've gotten a chance to play it at all on the beta, in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, we'll see you guys in the next one.